the 10 best weapons in Unicorn Overlord, ranked by thegamer.com. And also say hi to chat, and chat say hi to YouTube. We are doing it live. Okay, so let's read the highlights. Highlights: Viper Fangs can inflict poison status, ideal for tanking out lightly armored units. Pair with rebuffing abilities for thieves. Flame Bow inflicts burn. Alright, so this came out over a month after the game shipped, or around a month after the game shipped, so keep this in mind. So they think Viper Fangs, Flame Bow, Giants, Great Axe can wipe out rows of enemies. Perfect for decimating front and back formations. Okay, so let's get into it. So top 10 weapons in the entire game. 10 is Viper Fang. Viper Fang, the Venomous Touch. Viper Fangs are a special blade you can obtain in the Cornea chapter of the game by defeating Gamel for the first time, or purchasing from the Armorer. Viper Fangs can be equipped by thieves, fighters, and other sword-wielding classes in your unit. No matter the glancing blow or attack, the Viper Fang's Poison Slash can inflict the poison status on any enemy they attack. If the status is not removed, the damage hits before the enemy attack. And if it's potent enough, it's an easy way to take out wizards and other lightly armored units. It also pairs well... Alright. What? Okay. So, in order to hit a wizard... Made you look. Hi YouTube, thank you for the super chat, Luaris. In order to hit a wizard, the front line has to be dead. Unless you are a feather sword, like Oaklease or whatever. And even then, it's not clear if Poison Slash becomes ranged with her, so hitting a wizard with poison does not make any sense. This is definitely not top 10 weapons. I wouldn't even argue it's in the top 20. I think there's like 40 or so swords. I would say this thing, you should stop using it almost immediately. It's not as good. There's better things for Thief to be doing than poisoning a single target. And also it has a built-in poison attack anyways, so it's not really clear why you would run this, even on a Thief for poisoning, because Thief can do other things. But this is definitely not top 10. Alright, Flame Bow. The Flame Bow is easy to claim in the early sections of the Cornea missions. I think there's a theme here. I think they've only played early game, but we'll get into that. The first one you could get is from saving Sharon with Oaklease help against Mandarin. It's not even top 100. This bow fires a flame arrow, inflicting the burn effect on enemies. If enough damage is done, the burn can finish off opponents before they get a chance to strike back. Having a hunter wield this bow, combined with a thief or fighter wielding the Viper Fang, is a good strategy to pick off ailment weak enemies. I feel like they've only played the beginning of the game. Flame Bow also falls off because 20 damage a proc is really not that high, and there's definitely better flame weapons for sure. This is definitely not a top 10 weapon, let alone a top 10 bow. There are significantly better bows. It just does low damage. There's better things you can get early on that have better effects or more damage or more utility. You can get a board nuke bow pretty early, so it's crazy that that's not in here, but this is. Nameless Guard's Bow. This bow has the Eagle Eye. Oh no. Oh no, most of these classes already have Eagle Eye. Most of these classes already have Eagle Eye. They don't need it. There's like one that needs it. Well, there's like one class, I think the, what is it? The shield shooter doesn't have built-in Eagle Eye, I'm pretty sure. But like Unifi does and snipers do. And I think the angels do too. But you almost never need it. Gives your hunter or arbalist. Hunters don't need it. They already have built-in Eagle Eye. I don't want to be like this, but I have to wonder if this was made by AI. The bow also has blindness immunity. This aspect of it is good, but it's definitely not a top 10 weapon. There's better weapons or items that give blindness immunity, and certainly better bows, making it impossible for thieves or shamans to cast the debilitating spell to weaken your archers. Wait. Oh, for blindness, okay. I thought they were talking about debuff immunity, which is a completely different thing. Alright, this one is crazy. This I almost had to do a double take. Valkyrie's Partisan. This spear can use passive shatter, an ability that allows the wielder to stab through a column of enemies, which is like every spear attack, by the way, along with causing damage to two enemies, because it's column, there's no columns of 3. The shatter ability helps in removing one of the PPs for units to take advantage of. This gives them less opportunity to use passive abilities. Soldiers, legionnaires, and werefoxes. Soldier actually is a good class. Legionnaire, you can make it good, but it's kind of a meme. It's slow as hell. Werefox is really weak. I think they want to do different things. I don't think passive shatter is a good strategy for them. They want to be going for other things. But this is definitely not one of the better spears in the game. Did they not get the silver trident, which is like a row stun that does 200 potency? It's way better than this. Like, this is like a bottom 10 spear. This is definitely AI. Alright, so it's on her too. No, what are you doing? You're trolling people. Don't tell people to use Sanguin Axe on Berengaria. This is insane. Why would you ever do this? Berengaria has built-in Sanguin passive follow-up. You do not need this on her. Her best attack is a row stun that does good damage. Why would you ever run this on her? This is the wrong image to show this on, but also this weapon is not that good either. There are way better axes. The Sanguin Axe is a fearsome, heavy-hitting, 16 might weapon that targets a single opponent. The hardest hitting of the Sanguin weapons. The axe can deliver a strong attack, debatable, that also heals the wielder for half of the damage. Shielded units with tough fortitude. They mentioned what are they doing? Are they double sanguining on Berengaria? Did they not understand that row stun prevents enemies from attacking you and then you just kill them? Why would you open with a heal? That doesn't make any sense at all. And this is definitely a bottom 10 axe. This is not even good. I don't even recommend you buy this ever. It's just objectively terrible. If you need spot healing, just use the first aid kit or large aid kit or a cleric or 1,000 other mechanics that are way better. Or a Sainted Knight and just row heal. Sainted Knight, there you go. Sanguine noob bait. Shield, yeah. Okay. Can take full advantage of the axe's special ability to heal half the damage. Alright. Stingray? What? Oh no. This is also like a bottom 10 sword. I don't even think this is good. Blood red rapier swords that can do more than just critical strike to enemy units. The Stingray has the passive ability Artany Strike, which is a weaker potency version of Swordmaster's already first of battle or start of battle attack. It's like 100 versus 150 potency. It has less potency. If it kills, they get passive points or whatever, but it almost never kills. I can't believe this is the 5th best item in the game. Not even like the carving weapons? The carving weapons that give you max damage and +5 to all your stats. It's better than those? Alright. What? The stick, dude, I should just make guides that are just so unhinged. They're not even close to reality. Like, what is this? This is crazy. Stingray is a great weapon to equip for sword fighters and their promotion, the Swordmaster, who can combine the effect of this weapon with their hastened strikes. It also means they would be able to parry more physical attacks. Okay. Spiked hammer? What? Excuse me? Chess is the worst tactics game. I agree. This is a formidable hammer. Dude, this thing's not even on my radar. It can hit enemies multiple times in a single hit with a spiked blow. Enemies weak to the warrior's powerful attacks are more susceptible to being completely wiped out by the power of this attack. This is a troll, dude. There's no way this is real. This is definitely for clicks. By clicking on it, they've already won. Interestingly, when you promote your warriors to be breakers, their base weapon changes to be similar to the description of spiked hammer you can equip with them. Okay. You can equip them with. The spiked hammer is... I'm pretty sure this is one of the worst weapons in the game. But, alright. Giant's Great Axe. Clobbers. Or, I'm sorry, clobbering rows of foes. Oh, they didn't even say rows of foes. That would be funny. The Giant's Great Axe is the silver trident, but objectively... Oh, sorry, that's the reality. The Giant's Great Axe is a formidable weapon made for Gladiator and Berserker units. Breaker can use it too. I thought that was saying Breaker. In your army, with a special ability, Heavy Smash, you can damage or wipe out an entire row of enemies. Okay. Did they mention that it has a stun? It's... This is the one with stun, right? Pretty sure. It's a perfect thing. Formation, good setup. Decimating foes with hardening melee. The Giant's Great Axe also adds to the total health of the units at the cost of full initiative. This is the stun axe. Why are they not... Do they know that it stuns? Are they not aware of this? I'm losing brain cells seeing this. Yeah, it gives HP and minus 10 initiative. This is the stun one, right? Alright, Helix Spear. The Helix Spear is this best spear weapon for cavs, soldiers, hoplites, legionnaires. Their special attack is Penetrate, which damages enemies in a column. Enemies struck by the attack all suffer a debuff to their physical defense, leaving them vulnerable to the rest of your units. The Helix Spear also adds to your unit's guard rate, making them better weapons to pair with shielded classes. This is definitely... this is a spear I never buy because it's not worth it. There's just better things. It's a bad weapon. It's weird that they think this is really good. They don't... they're unaware of, like, silver trident and way, like, other weapons, too. Alright, here we go. Dragoon's War Spear. Best weapon in the game? Definitely not. Strong weapon, top 10, maybe. Maybe top 15. There's certainly better board nukes, but it's serviceable. Definitely not the best weapon in the game, though. Dragoon's War Spear is the best weapon for Wyvern Knights and Wyvern Masters. When push comes to shove, they're the most devastating weapon in Unicorn Overlord. Math disagrees. Once the attack commences, the Wyvern Rider will charge up their strength. Once that's done, they'll soar into the air and slam onto the field, damaging all enemy units. They seem to be unaware of the Lindas, which are this but better. Way better. Helix Spear, not Unwavering Spear. Takes a few turns. Takes 2 turns. Not a few, 2 turns. So your rider should be safer in the back row, which is guarded by shielded units. They don't even mention impetus combo. They don't know what they're talking about. They do not know what they're talking about at all. They picked a bunch of random things that seem good on paper. They don't have game knowledge. A lot of these are very questionable. Ones that definitely don't belong in here: Viper Fang, Flamebow, Nameless Guards. This is a thing you switch to counter Blind Angels as a utility, maybe. Valkyries does not, Sanguin Axe, Stingray, Spiked Hammer. Giant's Great Axe, it does have row stun, but it's just not good. A nit minus 10 defeats the purpose of row stun, which is to stun a row of enemies before they can do anything. This is why Silver Trident is way better. Helix Spear, this is a bad spear. There's significantly better options. And Dragoon's War Spear is the only thing that could be argued to be in top 10. In terms of like relative power. There are other things that compete with this directly. The nice thing about this, though, is you get damage boost and true hits at 100% HP from 2 different items that are unique to Wyvern. The downside of Wyvern, though, is if you eat too much range assist, you will die pretty easily, which is a huge problem, especially if one of the 2 or 3 range assists procs a crit, you will just die. So relying on a flyer as your board nuke is kind of a risk. Unless you have a party leader or a Virginia effect or some kind of effect that prevents range assist. So I don't even think it's top 10, honestly. This thing falls off my radar if I'm playing the game seriously in endgame. You can use it, you can comp around it, you can get kills with it, but I would say it's like somewhere like top 15, closer to 15, somewhere in like the 11 to 15 range, not including the true hit spear. But yeah, this is my review of this. They're way off on a lot of things. It's like a month after the game is out. Some of these things are just like all early game weapons, so I feel like they just got some random uniques and just assumed they're better than everything else. But yeah, pretty crazy.